Control your emotion. There comes a moment in life when your chest is heavy, your mind is racing, and your soul is screaming, but no one hears it. You sit there broken, confused, angry at the world and at yourself. The truth is, life doesn't care about your emotions. The world won't slow down because you're overwhelmed. And if you let your feelings control you, you will be weak, you will be lost, and life will own you. Every man faces storms, but the strong don't cry about the thunder. They learn to command it. Pain, anger, betrayal, they are fuel, not chains. Use them, mold them. Let your emotions serve you, not enslave you. You want to be a lion? Then stop reacting like a sheep. Power comes from discipline. Freedom comes when your emotions are caged and trained like a weapon. Don't lash out. Calculate. Don't break down. Break through. The man who controls his emotions controls his destiny. Stop whining, stop overthinking, feel the fire, but don't burn in it. Rise with it, build with it. You owe it to yourself to be stronger than the world that tries to break you. Control your emotion or be controlled forever. There's this lie you've been told all your life, that talking about your problems will fix them, that if you just sit in a room, let it all out, cry on someone's shoulder, somehow everything will get better. But let me tell you the truth, and it's going to sting. Talking doesn't always fix it. Sometimes it just keeps you trapped in the same loop, repeating the same pain, the same weakness, over and over again. You talk about how angry you are, how hurt you are, how lost you feel, and for a moment, it feels like a release. But what happens when that conversation ends? What happens when you're alone again? The pain comes back. The anger comes back. The confusion never left. That's because nothing changes until you change. Not your words, your actions. You want to change your life? Then get up, do something about it. Crying on the phone to your friend or ranting about how unfair life is won't give you discipline. It won't give you power. It won't make you a warrior. If you want to be free from the chaos inside your mind, you have to stop feeding it with endless conversations and start silencing it with consistent action. Feelings are real, yes, but they're not facts. They're not laws of nature. They're temporary and fragile, and if you keep acting based on how you feel, you will forever be a slave to your emotions. You don't fix a broken mindset by talking, you fix it by working. You wake up and you move. You hit the gym when your body screams for rest. You stay disciplined when your mind begs for comfort. You grind in silence while others waste time complaining. This world doesn't reward talkers, it rewards doers. It's easy to say you're struggling. It's easy to say life is hard. But when are you going to stop saying it and start doing something that makes it different? People who are obsessed with talking about how they feel are usually running from action. They sit in circles discussing their anxiety, their depression, their trauma over and over again. But where's the progress? Where's the battle plan? Where's the fight? Pain isn't supposed to be a place where you live forever. It's supposed to be a fire that forges a stronger version of you. But that only happens when you use it, when you act through it, when you rise above it. That's the truth nobody wants to hear. Because action is hard. It requires sacrifice, self-control, delayed gratification. It means waking up early, cutting off distractions, saying no to comfort. It means ignoring how you feel today to build the life you want tomorrow. And that takes guts. That takes grit. That takes a level of mental toughness most people don't want to face. You think a warrior cries before every battle? You think a champion whines before every challenge? No, they feel the pressure and they act anyway. That's what separates men from boys. You want to be respected? You want to rise? Then stop talking about how broken you are and start proving how strong you're becoming. The world will not hand you healing. You must take it. You must fight for it. No one's coming to save you. No one's going to carry you to the finish line. This is on you. And if you're too soft to handle that truth, then stay where you are, trapped in the cycle of your own excuses, your own fears. You don't need another talk. You don't need another vent session. What you need is action. Ruthless, consistent action. You need to work so hard that your pain becomes irrelevant. You need to show up so powerfully that your past doesn't define you anymore. You need to move with such intention that your emotions eventually fall in line behind your purpose. That's how you win. Not with words, but with willpower. Not with pity, but with persistence. So the next time you feel like you're drowning, don't reach for the phone to talk it out. Reach for the weight. Run until your lungs burn. Build something with your hands. Learn something new. Push yourself beyond your limits. And when your mind screams to quit, you look it dead in the face and say, not today. Because that's the only way out, not through endless words, but through relentless action. That's the truth. Most are too scared to live, but if you can, nothing can stop you. They told you emotions make you weak, that if you feel too deeply, care too much, burn too hot, you'll lose control. But they're wrong, dead wrong. Emotion is not weakness, it's fuel. It's the most powerful force you have inside of you. Anger, pain, sadness, frustration, fear, those emotions are energy, raw, explosive energy. And you have a choice. You can either let that energy destroy you, or you can learn to use it, master it, weaponize it. That's what separates the broken from the unstoppable. That's what builds warriors. Emotion doesn't make you fragile. It makes you dangerous when channeled with purpose. Think about it. Every person who's ever turned their life around didn't do it because everything was calm and peaceful. They did it because they were sick of losing, tired of being overlooked, done with being average. That fire inside, the frustration, the humiliation, the heartbreak, it pushed them beyond their limits. And it can push you too, but only if you stop running from it. Only if you stop letting your feelings control your actions and instead make your actions control your feelings. That's how power is built. Not by avoiding emotion, but by turning it into motion. Rage, train harder. Sadness, focus deeper. Betrayal, level up so hard they regret ever doubting you. That's how winners are made. The world will try to numb you. It will tell you to calm down, stay balanced, think logically all the time. But you're not a machine. You're not built to be numb. You're built to feel, to care, to fight. That emotion inside of you is there for a reason. It's your signal. It's telling you something needs to change. So don't silence it. Listen to it, but don't bow to it. Learn to aim it like a sword. Every tear you've cried, every time you clench your fist in frustration, every sleepless night where your chest was heavy and your thoughts were loud, those moments weren't signs of weakness. They were warnings. Warnings that you're meant for more and you're not living it yet. You have two options when emotion hits you: react like a child or respond like a warrior. A child throws a tantrum, lashes out, blames others. A warrior takes that pain and builds with it, grows with it. He gets better, sharper, stronger. He knows pain is inevitable, but weakness is a choice. So when life hits hard, and it will, don't cry for help. Don't collapse. Let the emotion rise. Then redirect it. Hit the gym, hit the books, hit your goals. Let your struggle shape your greatness. Some of the strongest people on this planet built their empires from heartbreak, loss, rejection. They didn't wait to feel better. They moved through the fire. Their anger became focus. Their sadness became hunger. Their fear became courage. They were told you're too emotional, and they proved emotion can be power, not poison. You can do the same. You're already feeling everything. Now use it. You're already carrying the pain. Now lift it like a weight and grow stronger under it. Every emotion you feel is potential energy. Either you let it paralyze you, or you let it ignite you. You see, most people are scared of their emotions because they don't know what to do with them. They've been taught to suppress or explode, but both are wrong. You don't suppress your fire, you forge with it. And you don't let it burn everything down, you aim it. That's the secret. Emotional control is not emotional absence. It's knowing when to push and when to pull, when to speak and when to act, when to stay silent and when to roar. Master your inner world and the outer world bows to you, but let your emotions dominate you and you'll always be a slave to chaos. You want to be powerful? Then stop pretending emotions don't matter. Stop trying to stay calm when what you really need is drive. Use the hurt. Use the betrayal. Use the loneliness. Every time life kicks you down, channel that into effort, into sweat, into strategy. Let it fuel your mornings, your workouts, your vision. When others quit, you go harder because you remember how it felt to be broken. That's your edge. That's your weapon. Emotion without control is destruction, but emotion with control is domination. So the next time the world tells you to calm down, to let it go, to stop caring so much, smile to yourself because you know something they don't. You're not emotional because you're weak. You're emotional because you give a damn, because you're alive, because you're capable of more, and that fire inside is proof of it. Just promise yourself this: never waste that fire again. Never bury it. Never let it burn out. Feel it fully, then use it fiercely. Emotion is not your enemy. It is your fuel, and when you learn how to control it, no one, not even your past, can stop you. There is a silent war inside every man, a battle between emotion and discipline, On one side, your feelings whisper lies. You're too tired. You can do it tomorrow. You deserve a break. It's okay to quit. They sound sweet. They sound comforting, but they are nothing but traps. Chains designed to keep you average, weak, and forgettable. On the other side stands discipline. Cold, ruthless, unshakable. Discipline doesn't care how you feel. It doesn't ask for permission. It doesn't beg for motivation. It simply acts. And that's what makes it powerful. Discipline is what separates the man who dreams from the man who builds. It's the difference between potential and results, between excuses and execution. Your feelings are unreliable. They shift with the weather. One moment you're motivated, the next you're lazy. One day you're confident, the next you're doubting everything. That's the human experience. But if you base your decisions on those ever-changing emotions, you will live a life of inconsistency. You'll start strong, then crash. You'll talk big, then disappear, and you'll wonder why nothing ever changes. But discipline never lies. It's the voice that tells you to get up when your body begs you to stay in bed. It's the force that pushes you to train when your mind screams for comfort. It's the decision to show up again and again, long after the motivation has died. Think of every man who's built something great, physically, financially, mentally. You think they felt like doing it every day? You think they were always inspired, always confident, always in the mood? No. They felt doubt. They felt fear. They felt the same storms you do. But they moved anyway. That's discipline. It's the muscle you train when you choose to act regardless of emotion. The more you train it, the stronger it gets. The more you give into feelings, the weaker your will becomes. This is why discipline is the ultimate power. It gives you control. Control over your time, control over your mind, control over your destiny.